Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video guys, I want to give you guys an update on what is happening right now with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is in fact having a slight drop right now. Okay, we saw yesterday Bitcoin was absolutely pumping, but not just Bitcoin, right? A lot of altcoins, right? Pretty much the entire cryptocurrency market was absolutely pumping up yesterday. So if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, definitely check it out, right? So we actually saw Bitcoin hit $24,000, right? And at some point, right, Bitcoin actually hit $25,000, right? You guys can clearly see that actually went up all the way to $25,000. But then after that, it did in fact have a rejection, and we saw Bitcoin have a drop down all the way back down to pretty much $23,500. Okay, so yes, Bitcoin is now back down at $23,000, just under 24k. But still, Bitcoin is holding up really, really well. So in this video, guys, okay, I want to talk about crypto. I want to give you guys a little, update on what's exactly happening in the cryptocurrency market. And of course, guys, I want to talk about mainly, okay, you guys can obviously read about the title. I want to talk about FOMO, okay, because I know for a fact, especially yesterday, a lot of you guys were in fact asking me, should I buy some Bitcoin right now because it was pumping. For some odd reason, guys, our brains, okay, like to operate when, the markets are in fact pumping like crazy, right? We're seeing, a lot of assets, a lot of, markets, okay, the crypto market, the stock market, when it's pumping up, guys, that is when we want to buy for some odd reason. I don't know why, okay? And when it's dipping, that's when we want to sell, right? We like to sell when it's dipping, but it's the complete opposite, guys, right? So when it's pumping, guys, that is pretty much when you want to take your profits, right? If you want to take profits, that's pretty much when you want to take your profits and press the sell button. But if it's dipping, that is when you want to buy, guys, right? It's the complete opposite. So FOMO, okay, is not in this, guys, okay, at all. But for some reason, a lot of people, right, that are investors into these markets, right, like to invest when it's pumping. Okay, it should be the complete opposite. So I've literally told you guys as many times. If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, then I've told you guys as many times that everyone should have, at least dollar cost average. When Bitcoin, okay, hear me out for a sec. When Bitcoin was in fact at about $16,000, $16 to $17,000, right? Mainly we saw Bitcoin stuck at 16k for a few months. Okay, if you dollar cost average around this time right here, you would have been up in profit right now, obviously, right? And obviously it would have been a perfect time to buy some Bitcoin, because pretty much so far as of right now, this was in fact Bitcoin's lowest point back in 2022. Okay, and if you guys remembered, right, a couple months ago, about over 2 months ago, I actually bought some Bitcoin, okay, when Bitcoin's actually below $16,000 at that time right here. Okay, I literally invested a whole bunch of money into Bitcoin, right? I even made a video about it, so if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. It's titled "I'm Going All In on Bitcoin." But yes, anyways, guys, I'm just glad that I bought a whole bunch of Bitcoins around this time right here, especially around here. Okay, that's when I really bought a lot, because I saw that as an opportunity to buy it. And you know what's crazy? In that video, guys, when I was actually buying Bitcoin, when I was investing and accumulating into Bitcoin around this time right here, I actually said in that video that I know this is not, the bottom for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is in fact near its bottom. But, who actually really knows where the bottom is for Bitcoin? You can never really time the market. That's exactly what I said in that video, and I was right. Okay, and as of right now, this area right here, okay, was in fact Bitcoin's bottom. Okay, it was pretty much just below $16,000. So I'm just glad that I actually invested into Bitcoin at that time, right? And I even bought some Bitcoin around here as well. When I bought some Bitcoin when it was at like 20k, 21k a couple weeks ago. Okay, so I'm just glad that I am in fact dollar cost averaging. So for the people out there that are in fact wondering, when should I buy some Bitcoin? You should have bought some, a couple weeks ago, even like a few months ago, right? I've told you guys as many times. If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, I told you guys to at least dollar cost average. If you guys are in fact in the crypto space, if you guys are crypto investors, everyone should be at least dollar cost averaging, because we were, okay, and we still are, honestly, in my opinion, we are in a accumulation stage, right? Everyone should be buying, everyone should be accumulating and investing in general, right? Everyone should have DCA'd at least, is what I'm trying to say. But even right now, guys, okay, honestly, don't FOMO in, okay? Don't FOMO in. Don't, like, you see Bitcoin pumping, okay? We saw Bitcoin absolutely pump, right? And other altcoins. Don't FOMO in, guys, right? Yesterday, I hope you guys didn't FOMO in. You know, when I'm talking about FOMO, I'm hoping like you guys didn't invest, you know, a lot of your money, right, when it was in fact pumping, because that's obviously not the time to buy. You guys understand, every time we see huge pumps like this, right, for Bitcoin especially, okay, and other altcoins, right, if we see any asset pumping this crazy, right, this much in a matter of a few hours time in one day, it's going to drop back down. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. Look at that, right? Bitcoin did in fact drop back down. Okay, and potentially it's going to drop back down further down. Who actually really knows, right? We could actually see Bitcoin drop back down to 22K, or, okay, I could be wrong, and we could actually have a spike back up to 25,000 to 27 to 28 to maybe even potentially $30,000, right? So we're going to see, and I told you guys many times, right? Bitcoin could actually potentially drop below further down, right, as of right now, because I told you guys this many times, a lot of stocks, right, the stock market is in fact going to drop. For example, with the S&P 500, okay, I think personally it's going to get rejected the fourth time. So as I can see, okay, this is in fact the chart for the S&P 500, and you guys can see it is in fact having a downtrend right now. Okay, a little falling wedge is in fact forming right now for the S&P 500. You guys can see it's got rejected 3 times, right? So one right here, okay, one right here, and one right here. And obviously you guys can see it didn't in fact have this uptrend, but if it gets rejected the 4th time right here, if we see the S&P 500 drop again, like what it's been doing for the past, you know, few years now, ever since 2021, right? Pretty much the beginning of 2022, okay, you know, we will in fact see Bitcoin drop as well, right? You guys have to understand that. So who knows? Okay, the S&P 500 could actually potentially have, you know, a 4th rejection, and that is when we will in fact see Bitcoin drop as well. Not just Bitcoin, but other altcoins, right? The entire crypto market's going to drop as well. And we know right now that you know, in general, the economy is just not looking too good. So yeah, I'm expecting the markets to drop as well. But everything right now is looking amazing, right, for the crypto market, especially yesterday, right? But today, guys, everything is dropping. Okay, we are in fact in the reds. Okay, a lot of altcoins are in fact having a slight drop today. Okay, including Bitcoin, of course. But yeah, Bitcoin is down over 3%, 3.4%. Ethereum is down 2%. Ethereum is actually holding up pretty well today. Still at $1,600, which is pretty good. We saw Ethereum yesterday at $1,700, above $1,700. So in my opinion, Ethereum's obviously holding up really well. BNB is down 4.6%. XRP is down 2.7%. Cardano is down 3.7%. Polygon is still actually holding up pretty well. It's actually pumping today, right? Polygon, on the other hand, is actually pumping, and Polygon has been pumping, right? It's been pumping. And Polygon is one of those altcoins that I'm really keeping my eye on, and I'm really just excited about for the future, right? Because I think Polygon is going to be one of those altcoins that we honestly need. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Polygon is going to be in the top like 3, because right now it's listed number 9. Okay, it's in the top 10, but I would not be surprised if Polygon jumps up all the way to number 3. Honestly, I'm being dead serious, right? Polygon has been performing really well for the past few weeks, right? You guys can see Polygon for the past 60 days, 2 months pretty much, it's up 76%, right? 76.4%. So that's great to see for Polygon. It's been absolutely pumping. Dogecoin is actually having a drop today, down 3.8%. It's back down at 8 cents. Not too bad though, still holding up really well. Solana down, okay, today. Polkadot's having a slight drop right now. Shiba Inu is down. Litecoin is having a slight drop. Avalanche is down as well. Chainlink is having a slight drop. So you guys can obviously clearly see a lot of altcoins are in fact having a slight drop today, right? Because we saw yesterday everything was in fact pumping, it was in fact in the greens, but today it's a different story, right? And that's normal, right? What's happening right now with the crypto market, it's normal, right? So the global crypto market cap is currently at 1.8 trillion, okay, which is not bad. Yesterday it was at like 1.11 trillion. So it's down 2.7 today, which is not bad at all. It's honestly still holding up really well. But guys, check this out, right? I know I keep showing you guys the Bitcoin monthly returns, but I feel like this is really important. But yes, February this month is usually a great month for Bitcoin. And yes, we saw yesterday it was in fact performing really well. And who knows, this pump could actually continue on, like I said, right? We could actually see Bitcoin, pump back up to, $25,000. That could potentially happen in the next few days. It could actually go back up to $27,000, maybe even, right, $30,000. Okay, so we're going to see what happens this month for Bitcoin, but usually it's a great month for Bitcoin. Now, March, next month, you guys can see history does in fact repeat itself. Okay, and you guys can clearly see that usually March is not a great month for Bitcoin, right? Last year was pumping 5.3%, pretty much 5.4%. 2021, it was obviously massively pumping because we were in fact in the bull market, right? It's pumped up pretty much 30%, okay, just in March. So that was massive for Bitcoin at the time. So who knows? This month, right? Sorry, next month for this year for Bitcoin, who knows, right? For March, we could see Bitcoin do either one, but I think Bitcoin's gonna drop. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. But we're gonna see. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what happens, right? And let me just give you guys an update on the Fear Greed Index right now, since we are in fact seeing Bitcoin dropping and other altcoins. How is the Fear Greed Index holding up? We are still holding up really well, right? We're still in greed. Okay, we're still in greed mode. We're currently at 61, so it's having a slight drop, obviously, because markets are in fact dropping. Okay, sorry, altcoins and Bitcoin are in fact dropping, so it is in fact having a slight drop, but we are still above 60 and we're still in greed mode, so that's great to see. But guys, listen, don't FOMO in. Okay, I honestly don't think right now is the perfect time to buy in Bitcoin, but I will say this, okay, if you want to start buying into Bitcoin, if you want to start dollar cost averaging, it's a great time to do that right now. But I wouldn't highly suggest you guys to invest thousands, like tens and thousands of dollars into Bitcoin right now just because you guys saw it pump, right? Dollar cost average, right? Invest bit by bit every week or every 2 weeks or every month, right? Do it monthly. It's really up to you. I've been literally begging you guys and telling you guys that to at least dollar cost average into the crypto market a couple months ago, literally, right? When everything was boring, when Bitcoin was stuck at like $16,000 for a really long time, I told you guys to accumulate, right? And for the people out there that did in fact listen to me, congrats, because if you did in fact accumulate at that time, you'll obviously be up in profit right now. So honestly, guys, there's nothing wrong with buying Bitcoin right now, especially if you're investing for long term, okay? Because we know Bitcoin is going to be at easily 6 figs, okay? It's going to be over $100,000 in the next crypto bull market. That's just my opinion, right? And it's going to reach in the future, I'm talking, right, long term, we will in fact see Bitcoin reach hundreds and thousands of dollars per Bitcoin, and of course a million and millions, okay, of dollars per Bitcoin. That's just my personal opinion, right? I've been telling you guys that many times. But yeah, I'm excited for Bitcoin. I hope you guys are in fact as well. But please, okay, don't FOMO in. Don't go too crazy right now because we saw Bitcoin and the crypto market pump like crazy. Don't go too crazy, right? Invest bit by bit. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with DCAing right now, because like I said, we are in fact still in accumulation stage right now. But you know what? You guys can do whatever you want, because in my personal opinion, okay, I think Bitcoin is still cheap. It's still cheap. $23,000 for one Bitcoin, right? Just under 24K, and you're investing, in Bitcoin for long term. I think it's dirt cheap right now still, right? And plus, it's dropping today. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. Okay, it is in fact having a drop. So, my opinion, you guys can do whatever you want, but don't go too hard, because Bitcoin could potentially drop below even more. We could see Bitcoin still drop below, $20,000 to $18,000, maybe even go back down to $16,000 in the future, maybe even lower than that. Okay, just a reminder. But you guys can do whatever you want. Okay, this is obviously not financial advice. Okay, at the end of the day, it's your own hardworking money, so you guys can do whatever you want. But that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that, and I catch you guys in my next video. Have a good one, guys.